inviting you to go out on a limb. Hello from Tokyo Haneda Airport Terminal 1, where all the domestic flights of Japan Airlines depart from. So I'm actually going to take a flight to Kagoshima. I just came from a flight from Dallas-Fort Worth. It's about 13 and a half hours. It was an amazing flight. And now I'm just gonna chill at the domestic lounge and then continue onwards to Kagoshima. The thing about these Japanese domestic airlines is it's great, especially when you have, say, American Airlines miles to redeem for Japan Airlines. Business class is about 15,000 miles only, with no tax. And then on the day of arrival, actually usually about 3 hours before the flight departure, you can go to the counter and ask if you could do a same-day upgrade. Because on all these domestic flights, it's usually around an hour and a half, 2 hours. They do have a first class, I know. And the fee for upgrade, if available, it's only about 8,000 yen, which is about $53, $54. So yeah, so it's a steal. So I actually did that. I'm really excited. So I'm gonna vlog about this as well. So come go on a limb with me and we'll take a domestic flight 655 from Tokyo Haneda to Kagoshima on Japan Airlines.
Folks, before we start, kindly hit the subscribe button and the notify button for new contents that I upload weekly. Thank you. So the JL domestic lounge is, the setup is great because once you pass the counter, you actually go through security and then we'll let you to the lounge. So it's actually pretty private. I actually love the efficiency that lounge customers get to use a private security line. So once you're in there, the setup for a domestic JL lounge is actually pretty basic. You have actually your coffee machine, your beverage machine, just some snacks, some onigiri. There's actually not a whole lot of food. The gate, it's actually pretty big, and the boarding process is actually done in a very orderly fashion. I have to say, Haneda Airport, I thought it was small, but it's actually pretty big. I mean, from the boarding area to even the ramp, it's actually pretty big. So the plane itself is a 767. They use big plane for domestic flight. And in this flight, there's actually 3 cabins. There's first, business, and economy. So with the business class, it's like a couch, like a lazy boy, a mini lazy boy with a pretty decent seat pitch and width. I would say there's some privacy. Unfortunately, my neighbor actually boarded really fast, so I couldn't really take a better video of the seat, but this will do, I guess. You have to see my face. The window itself, there are actually 2 windows with the first class seat. Here it does recline decently, and there is actually a footrest as well that actually goes up, so it's really not bad for a flight that's less than 2 hours. I mean, it's a really comfortable flight. The leather itself, the seating, is actually really comfortable as well. And they actually offer a tray table, a pretty large tray table that can actually put your laptop or a tray of food, because food is actually served here, with some Japanese morsels of food. I call it, with fish cakes and rice wrapped nicely, and also a bowl of miso soup, of course, that's pretty hard to open.
Hey guys, so we're finally here in Kagoshima. The flight was actually good. It was pretty short, but it was a good flight. So it's been long travel. I'm finally here. As you can see, I'm pretty exhausted. So looking forward to getting some rest at the hotel. And the adventure begins tomorrow. Good night.
So I spent a good few days in Kagoshima, and I was actually back at the airport again, about to board another flight.
Hey, this is Andrew Lim, inviting you to go out on the limb. Hello from Haneda International Airport Terminal 3. Super excited today because I'm actually going to fly China Airlines, which I don't think I've ever flown, because I'm always I'm a Star Alliance guy, so always with EVA. But today I'm super excited because I'm going to take China Airlines flight 221 to Taipei Songsan, so in their business class. So I'm going to give you a full review of how it's like. Apparently, I know the in-flight service has improved a whole lot. The safety record actually has improved a whole lot, more importantly, compared to like 20 years ago. So come go on a limb with me, and we'll take China Airlines today to Taipei Songsan.
So here at Haneda, China Airlines uses its SkyTeam partner Delta Airlines Sky Club for its lounge access. The lounge itself is actually pretty impressive, I have to say. For US lounge, there is a bar upon entry. lounge itself is really spacious with a lot of seating areas, different kind of seating areas. You have the semi-cubicle setting. You also have the standard chairs, as well as some cubicles or some noise canceling cubicles, what I call it. You really want to go in there to have a private conversation, just a phone conversation mostly, because it can't really fit two people in there. There's some cubicle as well, or what you call work desk. The food selection is actually really decent here. I mean, for a US Airlines, I guess it's in Japan, and Delta does it well. It has a noodle bar, which even United doesn't have that at Narita, but at Haneda, Delta offers a noodle bar, as well as different hot food items, some really sad looking French fries, and a piece of chicken left, and also some I think there was also other savory foods, some soup. Obviously miso soup is very important here. Boarding time, the gate itself is actually pretty packed, but it was actually done in an orderly fashion. So I didn't really bother checking the seat configuration. I thought I was getting a new business class seat, but then when I boarded, it was the old Airbus 330 angle lie flat seat. Yeah, it's a 222 configuration. Wasn't too thrilled about it, but what can you do? This is an old flight with an old plane with an old flight configuration. The seat pitch is about 63 inches, pretty decent. The width is about 20 inches. So the monitor is actually decent size, but the storage space it leaves much room to be desired. There's some I don't even know what you put here really. Shoes. Doesn't really fit shoes, to be honest with you. Passport. And then there's a side gap to drop your phone in. The legroom is pretty decent. There's also seat control on the left hand side of your seat, depending on where you're sitting. And again, it's an angle lie flat seat. There's a blanket because it's a regional flight, and the in-flight entertainment is pretty decent, although the selection of movies can be improved. But it's a short, about 4 hours flight, so can't really complain. The tray table is easily deployed, although it's really old school. The in-flight meal actually is pretty decent. I mean, I had fried rice with black pepper chicken with some shrimp salad as well, so it's pretty decent. And finished the meal with a chocolate layered cake and some fruits, because obviously this is an Asian airline, so fruits is a must. And after that, took a quick nap on this angle lie flat seat.
Hey guys, so I'm here in Taipei Songshan Airport. That was a 3.5 hours flight, almost 4 actually, not 3.5, maybe 3 hours and 50 minutes. Overall, the flight was good. I actually didn't know there was a flight change, or in terms of plane equipment change, so I was a bit disappointed. It was an old business class. The service was great, food's great. Service, I think it's great, but I think it's very hurried. Like all the crew walk at a quicken or fast pace. Constantly in the rush. I don't know what's for, because I mean it's not a short flight. I mean they work as if they were on a 50 minutes flight, but it's actually almost 4 hours. So anyways, I'm here in Taipei. I'm so glad to have arrived safe and sound. I'm just going to be here for a few weeks, seeing family. So until then, thanks for coming along with me. I will talk to you soon.